this is my first YouTube video. My name's Michelle. I'm going to be talking about narcissism. I really didn't know what narcissism was until about a year ago, after having one sort of hem up my life for about 3 years. So if any of y'all are related to one, or dated one, or just work with one, or whatever, you can really relate to what I have to say. There's more and more videos that come out every day. I've watched a lot of them myself. Some of my favorites are Kim Wilson, Quinn Holiday, Kill Jezebel, she's the bomb, Sarah Speaks, the Super Empath. You know, I've watched them all. And they all have about the same, if not similar story, you know. Because these people, if you can call them people, they're pretty evil. So where to begin? Let's start at the beginning. So I met this guy about 4 years ago. I'll go ahead and say his name is Mark, and anybody that knows me know who he is. They know who he is. That's what this is all about, is exposing people like him. In my opinion, they don't deserve to breathe, because all they do is hurt people. The compulsive lying, the cheating, the gaslighting, all these things I didn't have a clue about. I was really naive at the time. So we'll just start at the beginning. I met this guy from some friends, and we were both on a dating site at the same time, as he had a girlfriend, but I didn't know, but he had one while he was on this dating site. And I was single, and so I saw him at a friend's house, and he asked me, you know, was I on this dating site? And I said, yeah. So then, nothing much else was said about it. You know, there was sort of an instant attraction between us. It was physical. Next time I saw my friends, they told me that he was asking about me. And they also told me that he was talking really bad about me for being on the dating site. Go figure. Anyway, to make a long story short, didn't take him long to ask me out. So I was attracted to him, and I thought I would give it a chance, and I went out with him. First date, we went out to dinner, Texas Roadhouse. He showed up at my house wearing sweatpants and Jordans and some crazy shirt with a skull on it and this big huge chain, and I was just like, oh my God, why would you dress that way for a first date? What is wrong with him? But, you know, I said, well, you know, he's a good looking guy, you know, maybe, you know, we can change the dress situation or whatever. And so we went to dinner with the sweatpants and the Jordans at Texas Roadhouse. And all I could think about the whole time I was talking to this person is, oh my God, he is so full of himself. What an egotistical douchebag. I mean, all he talked about was himself and how great he was and how his ex-wife fucked up everything in his life, and he was sort of the victim because his ex-wife was crazy, of course. You know, they all are. You know, he left out the fact that he had a girlfriend at the time in the next town over. And, you know, probably multiple. I really don't know what he was doing. He just made it out to be that he was single. And unfortunately, I ended up sleeping with him on the first date. We went back to my house. It was just this attraction, and I really can't explain why. I didn't really like the guy. It was something I can't explain. I couldn't say no, and I don't know why I couldn't say no. And that's how the whole past 3 years sort of panned out. I just couldn't say no to him, and I never could understand it. But anyway, after that awkward first date and sleeping together, he just sort of ghosted me. I didn't see or hear from him for about 4 months. Of course, it was awkward, and I didn't like the way he dressed, and I didn't like, you know, the whole ego thing. It was sort of a buzzkill. 4 months later, he texts me, 4 months, while I'm at work. I have 2 jobs. I've had 2 jobs for Well, I've worked one for 17 years and I've had the other for about 7. So he texts me out of the blue and, proceeds to tell me how he could help me out if I ever just wanted an orgasm, because he didn't want a relationship or anything. He didn't understand why everybody wants these relationships. He just wasn't that kind of man. But he could sure help me out with an orgasm every time that I needed one, or, whatever. And then again, we started, seeing each other. It wasn't dating. It was him coming to my house once a week, about every Sunday, just to visit, for an hour or 2. And he would go about his way, with the phone blowing up, the girlfriend texting constantly. And I'm not, realizing the whole situation. I'm just keeping it as casual hookup. Alright, well, I'm almost at my destination and I have to stop for now, but this will not be my last video, and I hope you all continue to watch. Bye!